How do we define market problems and choose which problems we can realistically solve? Can a car manufacturer solve the problems of high toll road expenses? Can Amazon address unemployment problems? Probably not. We often find that teams define heady problems that are real, but problems that we can't profitably solve, or that the market won't pay us for solving. Most of us can understand the general concept. They are pervasive problems across a segment, not specific customer problems that we often tend to focus on. We're going to talk about identifying market problems in this section. It's all about problem discovery and problem validation. We discover problems that will help us drive our product direction and plans. There are multiple discovery techniques, each one giving more context around the problem. Web searches can help you find published specifics about products or companies in the market. Analysts spend all their time interviewing you and your competitors and coming up with predictions and outlooks on trends in the market. That's how they make money, and they will gladly sell you research reports or do specific secondary research for you. Digging through your support logs or sales data might highlight gaps in your product that have not been explicitly raised before. You can learn a lot just by watching and meeting with your customers or potential customers, understanding how they do their jobs and where they struggle. My wife had LASIK eye surgery. In one of the operations, there was an older couple watching the doctor cut on her eye. When she asked the nurse, "Who were those people sitting in my surgery?" she said that they were the inventors of the LASIK machine. They were trying to better understand how doctors used it so that they could continue to evolve the technology. They were discovering new problems that they could solve. Most companies don't do this enough and tend to just react to the big or loud customers or opportunities. What are we looking for when we do discovery? First of all, things we don't know. Specific pain points or unspoken needs that users have learned to work around. Maybe we observe third-party products that are filling in gaps in their daily activities, or sticky notes or handwritten procedures that we could automate. What about technology disruptions or discontinuities that we could address with innovative solutions? Are users working more from home or on the road? Mobile versus desktop? Storing data on outdated resources? All of these, though we associate them with problems, we can also call opportunities. We've uncovered some problems. Will people pay you to solve them? How big is the market opportunity? One loud customer or a large part of your target market segment? Here's where we shift to validation. Be aware that discovery and validation are not totally disjoint activities. When engaging with customers or prospective customers, you may do both discovery and validation in the same interaction. For example, you may ask, "Tell me where you run into the biggest gaps with our solution. What is most annoying about the product?" Then, how do you solve that today, and what does it cost you in time or dollars? Who would purchase a substitute for this gap? Are there any solutions out there that you've seen that might address it? What we're doing here is we're discovering and then validating that this is a problem that we may choose to solve. Like with discovery, there are multiple techniques. Each one gives more objective and quantitative results. Focus groups, both in person and online, provide a certain level of feedback. Getting early versions or mock-ups of your product into customers' hands may provide even more insight into whether people will pay you to solve a problem. If you are familiar with Eric Ries's Lean Startup, you would know about the build, measure, learn loop. Validation is about measuring and learning. Finally, we can do market surveys to get quantifiable data to help us justify what we need to deliver to the market. Numbers are very convincing. Validation is often viewed as icing on the cake, closing the loop on market problem research. We can use it to defend our business cases and plans and help us quantify our SAM and the SOM. We can use it to really hone in on the definition of your market and the segments within the market, your TAM and your SAM, and to make sure that you truly understand the end-to-end life cycle of how your product will be acquired and used in the market, achieving that goal of product market fit.